We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket, and he's going to keep it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
A gain of 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ravens.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got his tight end fan, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain.
A gain of 10.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Lock now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lock. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Lock again. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock sets up the screen to Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. From the gun, it's Lock. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. The big man, Jurrell Casey, in on the stop.
The stop made by Jurrell Casey. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Baltimore.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Slam.
Here comes Lindsey, toss right. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Block working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Brandon McManus to kick
so
off.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Harrison. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
3rd down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brandon McManus.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And the Ravens first.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20 on first down. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Lock. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And we're going to get a timeout.
Gain of 10.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 4. Operating from the gun. Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
Jackson on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man.
One play
It's
at a
caught
time. Here we
inside
go.
the 10. Then all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Mike Evans. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Broncos 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taken in by Hamilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Broncos 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take. Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Lock now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lock. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of them.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Lawrence Guy. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Jackson flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Jackson to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Ravens 31, Broncos 23. McManus to kick off for Denver.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
7-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, 30, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Mark Andrews.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards.
Ravens.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 23.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 25 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. To throw again. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a